Welcome to the They Follow from Burners podcast with your host, Raider Ragu. Please download the podcast and follow the show. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Raider Ragu.
Let's go.
All right, man. So I know you probably got at least 3.5 dozen scenarios of what to do with this first round pick and what player to select and what have you. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna start like this though. Did you hear the last couple days the Raiders have inquired about moving up to the 5 to 7 rank?
Yeah, yes, I
Okay.
have heard about that. I think they need to be a little bit more optimistic and aggressive if they plan on getting Jaden. And that's obviously option A for me. You know what I'm saying? Trade
That's
up.
what I was gonna say. So let's start with your number one scenario for the greatness for this draft.
Like I alluded to the Bills GM earlier. Like he said, when he traded up for Josh Allen, he said there was two things that were going to happen. It was going to be a bust pick, and he was going to get fired. And nobody's going to give a shit anyways because he wasn't there anymore. Or nobody was going to give a shit anyways because the pick worked out. I was like, you know what? I said, well, damn it, he right. Fuck it. Trade up and go get your boy. If you damn near everybody in Raider Nation has painted him out to be in silver black. I know you didn't seen the mock-ups of him looking good in silver and black. You know, I know you seen him on calls with he was just on a call with Brandon Ayuk and I think another draftee, and they were just talking about like, you know, what they were going through with the draft process and stuff like that. And people were commenting, "Oh yeah, bro, he's definitely a Raider. J5 definitely a Raider. Go get your boy. Go."
Well, he was in the locker room after we beat Denver, which was
exactly
crazy.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
he mentioned Antonio Pierce in his Heisman speech. I mean, yeah, there's those things.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, what else can you say, bro? And then they were asking him. I think it was like on the Pat McAfee show or something like that. He was on some like it was a bigger radio show or whatever. And they had the video or whatever, and he's on the video chat, and it was like, I want to ask you about some possible cities, you know, just random cities, you know. And, you know, they named like Boston, Washington, D.C., Chicago, then Las Vegas. And he was like, so what city, you know, would you necessarily prefer? And what city do you have the most fun in? He was like, you know, definitely Las Vegas. Bro, it's not by accident, bro. He's telling y'all, come get your boy. Trade up. Do whatever you got to do to come get your boy.
So, you know, there's the thought, my guy, that he might not be quite tall enough for New England.
That's what I said. So, if the rumors, which I think is kind of smoke and mirrors, in Indianapolis were true this weekend, that J.J. McCarthy could have jumped him. Because I think that's what New England looking at. He's a little bit taller. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit more our speed, you know, in New England.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a Michigan alum, a Tommy guy, you know what I'm saying? Won a natty at Michigan, you know, so they like come right in, take over for Tom. Mac Jones' project didn't work out. But
you froze up. You're frozen right now.
Then maybe you only portray team 4. I mean, is the card. I don't see them drafting the QB. So, can you see me now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good now. So,
yeah, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, you good.
So,
So
yeah.
that would mean that would be why the Raiders are trying to get up to 5, 6, 7, right? Because you got Cardinals at 4, Chargers at 5.
And then I think at 6 is the Giants.
Tennessee or Giants, Tennessee. One of those.
Yeah.
Those two teams are the next two teams, but I forget which order.
Hold on, let me look at the draft order real quick.
So yeah, it's Cardinals.
I really only know like the top
Chargers
picks we really trying to trade for.
Yeah.
In our pick.
It's Cardinals, Chargers, and then Giants and Tennessee, or it's Tennessee then Giants, one of the two.
So it's Giants, then Tennessee, then the Falcons, then the Bears again.
So Falcons, we feel like are gonna take a quarterback as well.
Yes,
people think they're gonna take a quarterback.
That's my fear, that they'll take a quarterback. And J5, they speed. J5, Atlanta would definitely embrace J5, like without question.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. UPS at my door. Where were we?
So we're talking about Atlanta drafting the quarterback.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Like New York, there's been rumors of them being done with Daniel Jones.
I did hear that.
Who's to say they don't draft the quarterback?
Right.
So I feel like at the absolute worst, if you are going to trade up and we say that the rumors are true that McCarthy has jumped Daniels, then the worst that you can do is the pick before the Giants in getting J5. Because I definitely think that New York and Atlanta, he's definitely the type of quarterback.
So we had a revelation from you, I believe, about New York Giants quarterback situation and Tyrod Taylor being the first of a certain height.
Yeah.
So
to start,
don't really see him, right? Do you see that move then?
I feel like at that point you kind of got to take him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where shit gets to looking obvious.
Yeah, like you looking like, all right, now, y'all, all right, now. If you get up there, running up there talking about Bo Nix and everybody around this, all right, now, who in the GM room made this call, my boy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could go, but the rumors could be false. You know what I'm saying? And they could be going receiver with Odunze or Neighbors or Thomas Jr. I believe is also up there, because I believe that Marvin Harrison Jr. will just be off the board at 4 with the Arizona.
To Arizona.
Yeah.
So you believe them? They're sticking with Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, Kyler's. I mean, he's got too much money owed right now, and I mean, it doesn't seem like you'll get one of the top 3 guys. So you might as well move forward with Kyler Murray.
We know the fake Sunshine and Harbaugh aren't getting divorced before they even give the relationship a chance.
Yeah.
So that brings us to Tennessee. No, that brings us to New York, right?
Yeah, New York.
Okay. So we need to be at 5 with the Chargers with their old GM.
Yeah, at worst at 5.
Okay. All right. That's your first scenario. You told me right now you feel like, all right. No, actually, you haven't given me anything. Now, the first 3 guys come off like we think. So you're saying you did give me some. First scenario, you want to get up to. You're not
Two or
believing. You're not believing that JJ has jumped him.
No. Yeah, I believe that you truly to get Jaden, you're gonna have to get the 2 or 3.
Two, is it 2 or is it 3? Do Irv and them want Jaden?
I don't know. Right now, most people believe that they want Drake May. So if that is the case, then let's say 3. Let's just say that's the case for right now. Because most mock drafts I see has Drake May going number 2.
Drake May is the perfect height for New England.
Because Washington is number 2. So I'm like, if Drake May drops to number 3, then they'll absolutely take Drake May without question in New England. So
No doubt. It wouldn't even have to be. They
exactly.
They would when they say on the clock, New England will be fuck that, man. Go ahead. We go. He's gonna be like, man, fuck that, man. Go. We got the pick. We got the pick.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
So
the pick is in.
So you got. I feel like let's just say we're going with the mock drafts that have been out there, majority or consensus, if you will, that Drake May is going number 2 and Caleb Williams going number 1. So you got to get the number 3 to get J5. Go get your boy. That's option A. So option
all right,
B.
now let's examine.
Okay,
let's examine that.
My bad.
Let's take a step back.
Okay.
You say go get it.
Yeah.
To the tune of what? Whatever it takes.
We'll be right back.
They follow from Burners podcast with Raider Rago.
Brought to you by
Shebang Boutique, where you can get great deals on women's clothing and accessories. All at shebangboutique.com. That's shebangboutique.com.
If we kill free agency, like we was just discussing, I would say you need to get two or more of those guys that we mentioned. Whatever it takes. If that's the scenario in free agency, we get 2 of those guys, whatever it takes. And now if we only get 1 or none of those guys, okay, now I'd say 2, maybe 3 first rounders, a second, and a 5th at most.
3 years worth of 3 consecutive years of first round pick. What year is second round pick? This year?
It's likely we'll have to take this year's second round.
So this year's 13, this year's 44. Next year's first round, 2026 first round. 5th round, what year? What are the years?
Whatever year. It doesn't matter.
Whatever
year they ask.
You know what? I say fuck them picks because it's gonna be and don't get me wrong, I'm a guy that's top 100 in the draft are all good players.
Definitely, absolutely.
But bro, we gonna be if we playing our cards right, hell, it's the motherfucking pick's gonna be the 32nd pick, right?
Absolutely.
What do we give a fuck about giving up 2 32s? Or, let's be realistic. We give up a 28 and a 31 on our way to the fucking Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at option A as the option if free agency goes as planned, because then I feel like, okay, if we miss out on all those guys, I'm sorry, there's too many holes too many holes in the team, to risk your entire future. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Jaden Daniels is not, like I said, this is option A, bro. Get aggressive. This is the number 1 option for me. But at the same time, you have to recognize that a football team cannot be taken all the way to the chip off of one player. It doesn't happen. Even with Tom Brady, even with Patrick Mahomes, no, it does not matter. No. So
all right. Let me give you this. Your number one scenario: sell the house, bet the farm for J5,
yes, sir.
and get him.
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'm gonna give you a scenario where Chicago and Irv now tell us, fuck us. You can't get to one or two. We don't care what you offer. Now, do you sit there and hope New England wants JJ? What do you do? What do you do?
That's what I'm saying. You can't sit there and hope. You can't sit there and hope. Go get your guy.
So you calling Boston?
What do we need to for it to say Las Vegas Raiders with the third pick? What do we need for it to say that?
But but we know these motherfuckers probably want JJ, right? Do we call a bluff, bro? Knowing what we know about that place.
I understand. I understand. Trust me, I get it. But
because look, now you looking at a situation, my brother, where they could clown us. They'd be like, man, we wanted JJ anyway. And we made these fucks give us this, and that. And we got our guy anyway.
That's fine and dandy. That's all good and dandy. But
long as we get our guy.
Like you said, like we said, who gives a fuck about them picks on the way to the chip? You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Fuck them picks. And I'll be saying fuck New England. I don't give a damn who they get with them damn picks. Because if we hit on free agency like we need to, with just two of them guys, go get the third pick and go get J5, man. Stop playing, bro. Just please stop playing.
So let them be able to come out later and say, hey, we wanted fucking JJ McCarthy the whole time. We just made the Raiders. Give us blah, blah, blah.
Don't give a shit. Have a nice day. We got our guy. Like that's the end of that conversation. Don't give a shit. We got our guy. Click. Have a nice day. Thank you.
So we should be pounding the phones, pause, with New England, man.
That's how I feel.
Here's my concern. That Irv and them are like me and think that really Jaden is QB1 in this draft.
That's honestly how I feel, because you know how Irv think, man. He's very eccentric, very enigmatic, you know what I'm saying? He's very different than the average bear, if you will. And he takes me as the guy who would say, nah, that kid from Louisiana, that kid that's down in Louisiana from California, he like that. And I found an interesting stat about Mr. Daniels on just going through IG reels and stuff. And I follow a lot of sport pages, and they were doing NFL draftees, the QBs, like ranking their high school performances and stuff. In high school, in 2 years on varsity, down there where y'all at in Cali.
Yeah, 150 pounds soaking wet, AP said it was.
You know how many touchdowns that boy put up in 2 seasons? 150.
Damn.
150 plus total touchdowns.
How? How do you do that? How is that possible?
In 2 seasons. And like I said, I have not had the pleasure of seeing SoCal football, but I've known a lot of names that come out of SoCal football. A lot of names that come out of SoCal football.
Bro, I've played, coached, watched SoCal football my whole life.
That's all I'm saying. And like, so it ain't garbage.
I like to think we get after it a little bit out here.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he playing down in Montana or something like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
150 touchdowns in 2 seasons on varsity.
I don't give a fuck what school you went to, what state you was in. You did that
because Bo Nix was ranked behind him, because like I said, they was ranking the high school tenures, and he had 160 touchdowns down in Alabama across like 4 seasons. I was like, well, shit, who the fuck done surpassed that? And then when he said 150 TDs in 2 seasons, I was like, well, fuck. What the fuck was Jaden Daniels on down in SoCal? So I know Irv had to hear about that somewhere, and you hear about this kid coming up in the draft who just won Heisman. He like, well, that's the kid from SoCal. I know all the analysts and stuff is saying that Drake May kid is that guy, but this guy won Heisman. You know what I'm saying? And he's my type of guy, if you know what I'm saying. So maybe the Commanders might take J5.
And we talked off camera about another move that Irv made that we aren't so fond of, though.
Oh.
So when Irv gets stuck on a guy, so if he's stuck on May, already, then he's gonna go with May, right?
If he's stuck on 5, he's gonna go with 5.
That's true, which is a scary thing.
Exactly. So that's the beautiful and scary thing about the draft. You don't know what everybody else is thinking. Hell, you don't even know what your own team is thinking unless you really in the doors with that team.
So now Irv is not the principal owner.
No.
Can he sell Josh on J5?
That's the thing.
Can he sell Josh on Drake May?
We know Irv is a master talker. We know he can talk.
Tough to say no to. Tough man to say no to. He's 6'9".
You know what I'm saying? He come in the room with that big ass Chester Cheeto smile, cheesing from ear to ear and shit. Like how y'all doing? Smooth talking to everybody. Like LeBron said, bro, even though he was already looking at LA and the Lakers, Irv sealed the deal. That's literally what he said. Granted, he didn't make everything else perfect and everything, but he sealed the deal with LeBron. Come on now. I mean, he's a partial owner with the Dodgers. Let's be serious. Like, it seems like everything that Irvin Magic Johnson touches turns to gold. And that's why they call him Magic.
I know we certainly got 5 of them shiny Larry O'Brien trophies directly because of him.
And then
as a player.
9 title appearances overall. So, I mean, I really feel like, even though, yes, he's not the principal owner, I just feel like he does have influence in that organization a little bit more than people might think.
I hate mentioning that he drafted Ball instead of Fox or Tatum, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
But also the fact of the matter is, as a guy that grew up in LA and saw all 5 of them championships and all 9 of them appearances, you really can't do any wrong with me. So, whatever Irv does, I believe him. And I feel probably like Josh Johnson, the principal owner, probably feels the same way. He's a billionaire though, so maybe he's got more resistance to all of this shit than we do. But shit, that's why this part of the season is so bomb, bro. Because we just don't fucking know. We don't know where Irv's head is at. And let's go to the other part of it. If you're Drake May, if you're Jaden Daniels, and it's Irvin Johnson comes to your house, or Irvin Johnson on the phone saying, "Hey man, I want you to Kid, are
come
you
to
ready to
DC?
be a Washington Commander? Fuck yeah, I'm ready to be a Commander. So, man.
Exactly, man. You ain't gonna be able to. I'm sure they probably gonna have Magic Johnson calling all the draftees ready to pull up DC. Like, hey man, this Magic Johnson, man. You ready to be a commander? Oh hell yeah, let's ride, boy. Man,
Look,
be serious, man.
like dudes
Come on.
pops. Like, that's Irv on the phone?
Yeah.
Son.
He like, your pops like, put him on speaker. Put him on speaker.
So, okay. All right. You want Daniels, jump up to get him. Now, we're at a position where Irv says no.
Yeah.
What's your draft scenario now? Don't forget your trade scenarios and shit, bro, that on players that we didn't talked about that we might want, and then maybe hook them horns at the 13th pick. So just talk to me, though. Tell me what you got going, though.
So option B.
It's all you.
Option B that we have here is at 13. And let's say we don't get one of those defensive tackles, but we get.
Okay, so hold on. Let me stop you. The Irv said no. We're not getting Daniels.
So Irv says no to Daniels, or he says no to May. Which one?
He said Irv say we not giving no. New England. Irv already told us no. New England told us we taking Daniels as well. So now we've got our 13th pick.
Hold on.
Washington, Chicago took Caleb. Washington took Drake, and New England took J5. Oh, you stuck right now.
All right, there you go. Can you hear me now? All right, there we go.
Yeah, you good.
All right.
So did you hear me? So now.
So what happened? So
all
what's
right,
the
three scenarios in. Hold on. So, Irv already told us no dice. But they took Drake May. New England, which was next, who we felt, I know you said if that was the case with Washington, call New England.
Yeah.
New England has now said no.
Okay.
All right. So I understand where you're at. We was calling Irv to get J5. Irv said no. We called Bob Kraft, Jared Mayo. They said no. Now, Jaden basically is on the clock, and New England took him.
Okay. So they took him. All right.
Now the Cardinals are up to pick, and now the remaining quarterbacks are left, and you know who they are. So where are we at?
We got JJ on the board. We got Penix on the board. We got Bo Nix on the board.
Yes.
Stay put. Stay put. See how the board falls. And at 13, let's say we get, so let's just say in this scenario, we got Wilkins, okay? So you don't need a tackle in round one, but you didn't get a DB. Terrion Arnold out of Alabama truly impressed me at the combine. His ball skills, like catching the ball, he catches it like a receiver. We need somebody who can cause havoc in the air, bro. We need somebody who can snatch that bitch down and take it to the house. And I really think he's that type of cornerback. I am
13 overall ish.
Yes, definitely.
He has a
We,
first round grade.
you know, there's a lot of talk about Saban's quarterbacks and stuff, but there's no question about his defensive backs. They usually translate to the league. When they're that guy in college, they're that guy in the NFL. And I think Terry and Arnold is that guy. But let's say we don't get Wilkins. Like you said, that Hook'em Longhorn looking real nice. Hey, Byron Murphy looked real nice at the combine, and he looked real good this season. That would be another pick.
Okay, so we got maybe we got Queen or White, but we didn't get Wilkins.
Yeah.
We stayed put at 13. Don't get a quarterback.
Yeah.
We get Byron Murphy. Now,
yeah.
Tell me this. Who do you think's still there now?
Penix and Nix will still be there, I believe. I think JJ will be gone, but I do think Penix and Nix will still be there.
At 44? Is that where you?
Yes, I do, and that's where I'm getting to. But before that, if let's just say, if we let's just say we hit a trifecta, we get Wilkins, we get Kendall Fuller, and we get White or Queen. Okay, you're not necessarily truly 100% set on defense, but maybe you trade back with the Jaguars. Maybe the Jaguars want to move up and get their number one receiver. Maybe you trade back with another team into the 20s and you snag like an extra third round pick. You know what I'm saying? The extra second round pick, if you can entice them to. Now, we talked about Andre James possibly being gone. If you trade back with Jacksonville, I believe at 17, JPJ out of Oregon, straight mauler. Straight maul. Day one, insert at straight ragu. This kid, bro. Oh my God. I please go watch some tape on this kid. I'm talking about moving mountains the way this kid is anchored on that front line. And he started what, like, I think it was like 30-something consecutive games or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All-American guy.
All right, so in a scenario where we
hit the trifecta in free agency.
We got all of the guys in free agents.
Yeah, like I said, the trifecta. Like we get Wilkins or Williams at DT. Let's say White or Queen at linebacker, and then Kendall Fuller at cornerback.
Okay.
I feel like immediately that is like you said, that's a top 10, if not top 5 defense.
Yes.
So
definitely is. And then we're gonna go Penix or Nix, whoever's there at 44.
Yes, and I believe the guy is Penix. They talked about somebody who's tough, somebody who's been through adversity, somebody who can lead, and that's Michael Penix. We know at the beginning of his career, he ran into injuries. He did. There's no hiding it. He's a 6-year senior this year, so there's no hiding it. But what did he do? He stayed the course. He transferred to Washington, led them all the way to the national championship. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't pretty because Michigan's line was just, that front seven was just that much better than Washington's front five, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it was a bad look.
Yeah.
In the championship game with him limping around and shit at the end of the game. At least he stayed in, though.
That's what I'm saying. Ragu, he stayed in there, took his lumps. I will say that he needs to get some muscle on. He needs to, but once he gets to the NFL, he got them dietitians, he get that personal chef. I feel like he can add 10 to 15 pounds of muscle, and he'll be good to go. And then let's say we get JPJ. Now you got your center, and all you have
So
to do
you
is
saying JPJ
yeah.
at number 76?
No, at 17. At 17. He's going first round. He's going first round. I'm saying if we decide to trade back with the Jaguars in the case that we hit this trifecta, in the perfect world that we hit this trifecta.
Okay. We're going to trade back. So 13 becomes 17 and we get this kid.
Yes. And then we get Penix in the second round.
Got you.
Ragu, I don't know about you.
I like that.
But now all you got to do is worried about getting some depth in those later rounds in round 3. Now maybe with that extra third round pick, you get the kid from Louisville that I was telling you about, the running back. Ragu, this kid is 6'2", 220 and runs a 4.33. A 4.33 at 220, Ragu.
Ooh, wait.
Can run in between the tackles and outside the fans. What? Pause. I'm just saying. Now you got, and in this world, we bring Jacobs back as well. So now you got Jacobs, Zeus, and this young kid. Then on the outside, you got Jacoby, Adams, Trey Tucker, Michael Mayer at your tight end. I don't know about you, Ragu, but hey, and Penix at the QB. Now, and then that kid at center. Come on, Ragu. Come
I'm
on.
liking it. I'm liking it.
Talk to me. That right there, but that's in a perfect world. Like I said, Raiders.
So in that world, free agency is gonna start all in free agent.
Oh yeah, that's like I said, bro. I'm talking about you hit the trifecta. Like I said, perfect world, Raiders fans. This is in a perfect world. Everything falls according to plan. Like I said, I don't know how everything.
So okay, family. He's saying we didn't land it. Christian Wilkins. Mm-hmm. We didn't, or Leonard Williams.
Yes.
We didn't land it. Patrick Queen or Devin White.
Correct.
And we've landed
Kendall Fuller,
the cornerback. All right. Yeah. Now he's saying we trade back with the Jaguars and grab JPJ, the big
center from Oregon.
Center from the University of Oregon at 17. And then at 76, you said in the second round?
No, at 44 in the second round.
Oh, so at 44 in the second round, yeah, because we still would have that pick.
Yeah.
We take the running back from Louisville.
No. You take Penix with that pick.
No, my bad. That's right. We take Penix Jr. And then at 76, we're taking the kid.
Yeah, either 76 or the extra third rounder you got from Jacksonville, third or fourth round you got from Jacksonville, if he's still around, if he's still available. Because Ragu, when I tell you this kid,
you think he's gonna come off the board?
Bro, hey, Ragu, he really killed the comp. And he put up, like, if I'm not mistaken, like 1,500 all-purpose yards at Louisville this year. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, teams look at the combine and some people jump up there, you know what I'm saying? So, because at first, the Brandon Fisk kid out of FSU, that I was like, bro, I knew I was like third round because everybody was projecting him like pick 85. So I was like, if he's there at 76, take this kid. I don't give a fuck who we get in free agency. Take this kid. But he done jumped all the way up to the 40s now. So at that point, in this scenario, we would need a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then at 76, take that kid at running back. Then with the extra third round pick, take another, guard or tackle or whoever, an offensive lineman to shore up that offensive lineman depth. Bro, I don't know how much more I could build this team up into a Super Bowl contender after one draft and free agency. Obviously, like I said, everything would have to go fucking perfect in this scenario. But this would, overnight, you could possibly, hey, Chiefs, what's up? Meet us at Allegiant Stadium now and see if Patrick Mahomes still undefeated.
Okay, I like that. That sounded almost perfect.
That like I said, for me. That's the absolute perfect world scenario for me, bro. I will be up here talking about fuck that. Raiders might win the AFC West next year.
Let's go. Worst case.
Worst case scenario.
Let me set
Okay.
it up.
So worst
Williams,
case.
Daniels, May are all gone. Top three, like predicted.
And let's say we draft Arnold or Murphy at 13. And by our second round pick, both Penix and Knicks are gone.
Yes.
Okay. At that point, now you have to, I'm not saying that 2024 and 2020, like 2024 season is a wash. I'm not saying that, but you have to start yes, we're still going to be competitive, but I don't think we're quite ready to take over the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Because without the franchise guy, without the franchise QB, I just don't see it. And I don't see any point in, rushing this, like completely rushing this process. We beat them without completing the pass last year after the first quarter. First half. We just need the guy. And I'm not saying don't rush this. Please give AP some time. Just give him some time. He went 5-4 with that team last year. So, like we said, this worst case scenario: take Arnold and Murphy at 13. Penix and Knicks are going. Keep building the trenches. Get an offensive lineman or defensive lineman with that second round pick. With that third round pick, same thing. Or you could get another DB. I like Cam Hart out of Notre Dame. He was a pretty good cornerback. And
so you're not gonna get the running back from Georgia now? In this case?
If he's available.
I mean, I'm sorry, from Louisville.
Yeah, no, if he's available in round 4, then yes, I would go ahead and get him. But right now, you have, what I'm saying, you got more needs elsewhere. So then at that point, just continue to build the trenches and the defense. Then in 2025, or possibly in free agency, I know it sucks, but at least bring him in to compete. And I know he better than Brian Hoyer. Russell Wilson. He's going to cost the vet minimum. You bring him in to compete. And that worst case scenario, he gives you better quarterback play than Aiden O'Connell gave you some games. And then in 2025, full on aggression, trade up and get the top quarterback.
So I hear you.
Because I just feel like if all those guys are gone, I was thinking about maybe Rattler in round 3, but his combine just like the short throws were fine, but once he got to intermediate route, it was like, Then when he got to the long ball, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, and even like the little fade route that they throw, he didn't have the touch. So it's just like after the 5 guys, you know what I'm saying? It's just such a big drop off at QB that you might as well focus on building the trenches, building the defense. Yes, we'll still be competitive. Get a vet quarterback. I would really like Baker Mayfield, but he said he ain't giving nobody no discounts, and I'm not really interested in giving him.
So that is a scenario. That's an option. I was wondering if you was gonna go there.
Yeah, but Baker was saying like he's not necessarily interested in giving any discounts.
What does he mean by that?
I feel like he's gonna want to.
That's just talk. He's
I
a
know.
UFA.
I definitely I agree, but I feel like he's gonna want a Geno type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 years, 70, 75 mil. And I'm like,
That's entirely doable.
It's doable, but I'm like, am I really interested in giving Baker that much? And is he gonna put us over the top to take down the Chiefs? I don't personally think so. So I just feel like moving forward, you just get whatever.
So now though you take let's go down that road. You got Baker. You signed him. You did three for 80. Guaranteed him some bread. Now you're gonna draft Arnold or Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
You still got 44.
Still got 76.
What if they're still there? What if no. They're gone. Penix and Knicks are gone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do at 44 now?
That's what I said. Keep building the trenches. Keep building the trenches in defense. Offensive linemen, or D tackle. Like I said, if we get Arnold in the first round,
and then you take the running back if he's in the third round, the kid from Louisville.
If he's in the fourth round, the only
so
reason
the only scenario you take the Louisville kid as a fourth round.
Yes, in this scenario, worst case scenario. Because
what's best case scenario for him?
The best case scenario would be my third round. The
all right.
that we did.
I noticed you don't have a scenario where the Raiders trade for Justin Fields. So you are just not on that. You're just not. You've moved on from that.
I mean, so the trade market has fizzled out. Let's say we go to Justin Fields scenario. So they realized that they were not getting a first rounder.
Irv said no. Like we said, like I said.
Yeah.
Everybody said no. The top three people said no.
Yeah, everybody said no. Everybody said, what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's say Justin Fields is on the table. The Bears know they're not getting the first round pick. They know they're not getting a second round pick. So, well, let's say it is a third round pick that takes Justin Fields. I would not be against that. I would not. In that scenario, shit, fuck it. Give him everything he needs to be successful.
So now we can take Murphy,
or Arnold, and then second round, you can still continue to build the trenches because I don't want to hear no shit about he ain't got no O-line.
Yeah.
Because this is the same scenario he was getting away from in Chicago.
Yeah.
So at this point, you got your number one receiver. You'll have a running back by committee. In that situation, I would take the kid from Louisville in round 3.
Yeah. All right. So I like that. Maybe I'm fucked up somewhere. But I'm saying if we absolutely, Chicago ain't fucking with us. We already know that. Irv and them fuck around and it's most likely going to be like, nah. And most likely New England is going to be like, dude, no. So instead of taking McCarthy, who's unknown, or bro, what's the fuck? Check this out. What's stopping this? We get McCarthy. No. Yeah. We get McCarthy and trade for Fields. And then with the 44th pick, we take the best trench guy available. And in the fourth round, we take the next best either offensive, defensive trench guy available. All right, so now the QB room of O'Connell, Fields, and McCarthy. And let them battle it out.
So, my only worry about
Fields doesn't beat them out, we cut him, right? Because we ain't got to pick up that rookie deal. If he beats him out, we re-sign him to the proper contract. And we got McCarthy under the rookie deal and Aiden under that fourth round deal. And the QB room is solidified.
My only issue with that is because then the first round pick could have been spent elsewhere. It, you know what I'm saying? I just, I just don't think spending a pick on Fields and McCarthy in that situation will work out well for
So
the
you
Raiders.
saying just AOC and one other guy is enough?
I think so. I think AOC is not a god awful quarterback. He's just a backup
No,
quarterback.
no. I mean,
He
let's be
doesn't.
honest. Keep it 1,000. Uh, yeah, some game. The Chief game kind of stunk it up in the second half.
But what he
Didn't
did,
do anything to win the game for us in Indy, but didn't lose it for us.
yeah, I was about to say. But what he didn't do, he was missing throws, but he didn't turn that bitch over. That's what I'll give.
Oh, and that's what shout out to Fame. That's what Coach Fame has said. He kept harping on that. How as a young guy, he wasn't out there turning the ball over. And AP has said whoever they get's got to beat him out because this is
Yeah,
the quarterback.
yeah. I mean, like I said, Aiden O'Connell deserves the respect, though. But I at least deserve the right to come in here and compete, bro. I won 5, 6 games last season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we was Super Bowl contenders or nothing, but hey, I was better than Jimmy Garoppolo. You felt confident
Yeah.
enough that much that you benched Jimmy G. So
So then, man, we could just say, hey, we gonna get Russ for cheap, like you said.
mm,
Um, the big three guys are gone. We go. Now I want you to be specific. Now we going Murphy or we going Arnold?
it's honestly depending on if we get one of those 3 defense tackles that we talked about earlier in the show. But
All right. So
I
yeah.
I
So it's
am
just
leaning.
so many scenarios.
Yeah, exactly. And that that's that's what's fun about draft time. You get to talk about all these crazy ass scenarios on what's gonna happen. And it's probably not gonna be any scenario that you even thought was gonna happen
Right,
anyway.
right, right. It's gonna be something like we didn't even think of. Like,
Exactly.
oh damn, they did this. But
So but
you're right.
I am
So much
leaning.
depends on.
For me, it honestly depends on those big guys in free agency. If we get one of those big defensive tackles, then we won't necessarily need to get Murphy in the first round. And I would lean more towards Terry and Arnold. I think that for me, I am more focused on getting that guy in the middle right now and getting somebody in the trenches. So right now, since we don't know what's going to happen with free agency and stuff, I would lean towards Byron Murphy more because it. I mean, in turn, your DBs get better because the quarterback has less time to throw the ball.
Anyway, yeah, yeah.
It's that simple. So
And let's not forget that AP won a Super Bowl on a team with an outstanding off defensive line.
yes,
Like the
outstanding.
defensive line was the strength of the team.
Yes, I mean, most teams that we see win the Super Bowl, they have a good defensive line or an elite pass rusher of some sort on that defense.
Yeah, absolutely. The defensive line is kind of a separator, if you will, for championship teams,
Yeah,
championship
the
caliber.
trenches, period. The trenches, period. Right? We
Yeah,
talk about this all the time. And that's why I said worst case scenario if all these guys are gone. That's why I'm like, bro, just build the trenches and then focus on like truly overtaking the AFC West in 2025. And I understand that's not what fans want to hear because like, oh, we've been waiting for so long and stuff. But do you really want to say fuck it all and then now you're back where you started with a team that's just of like kind of good and sometimes you make playoffs and sometimes you don't. Bro, I want to experience the glory days that all the older Raider fans talked about. Seeing fucking championships, seeing the silver and black, hoisting that trophy and
yeah,
saying, we
yeah,
finally
man.
did it. We finally brought it back home.
Bro, that shit is real. It's real. It is a real thing. I know Hard to
Like
believe.
exactly like for us younger Raiders fans, you know what I'm saying? I'm 26, maybe that like 30 to 25, 26 range, you know what I'm saying? All of us haven't really experienced that true glory of being a Raider fan. Yes, I am always proud to be a Raider. Yes, I'm always gonna say this is my team. Yes, I'm always gonna support them no matter how many times they piss me off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it. I have suffered enough. I
You
have
have. You have your whole life.
and it like, bro, it's time. It's time. The clock is ticking. The ball is in y'all's court. Make some shit shake, man.
I like the camp. I like the regime. From
Yeah, like I said,
coaching to the front
I
office.
I feel, and like I said, I've been critical of Mark Davis. You heard me say on the other podcast for him to sell the team and
Yeah.
everything. And I will say, Mark Davis, I appreciate you this time doing right by the fans and listening to us. And if it falls on its ass, you can look at us and say, well, I listened to y'all fuckers and look where it got me, right? Where I already was at. So
And the team also was with that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So
And I
he
mean
can
Max and
tell us
everybody got
all
it.
go to
So
hell.
exactly. Exactly.
Tell us all
So
to go to hell.
I mean, like I said, Telesco is not scared to spend money. He is aggressive. AP players, coach, everybody vouched for him. You got players in the draft saying, "Hey, nah, bro, AP is my guy." You know what I'm saying? Other pro players saying, "Nah, AP really like that." You know what I mean? So I I, I am excited to see how all of this is going to unfold. And like we said, even with worst case scenario, with them pushing the quarterback position, like getting your franchise guy off until 2025, I think that we are still in good shape as a franchise right now. I feel like honestly, we are like how the Lions were when they hired Danny Kemp. If we just surround AP with the right guys,
Yeah.
like as far as coordinators and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And he focuses on having these guys ready to run through a fucking wall like he already does, we'll be good to go. Because in 2025, I mean, there's quarterbacks coming out then too, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like Shador. I like Shador, even behind that terrible old line in Colorado. He
Yeah.
did not turn the ball over, and he stayed. He didn't get antsy in the pocket or nothing like that, and would stay in there and sling the football.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
if, like you said,
So
worst
yeah, I
case,
wasn't even thinking that far ahead.
you know what I'm saying? If worst case option come that we have to wait till 2025 draft to get our guy, I think Shador could be that guy. And then who else better to have on phone call? Hey, Coach Prime, can you come teach our DBs a thing or two?
Right.
Can they pull up the Colorado practice? You know what I'm saying? It's just right around the corner. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We practicing at Colorado University, getting ready for the Denver games.
Wow.
So it's a lot of things that could happen this off season. But like I told y'all, I am with option one of getting J5, and I'm also with that perfect scenario of we hit the trifecta, then you get trade back with Jaguars, get JPJ, get Penix, get the kid from Louisville. I feel like those two options are really great options. But like I said, to trade up to get J5, you need to sign at least two of those dudes, in my opinion.
Sitting here, I now realize that it's just so many variables
Yeah,
to this shit.
that's the thing. It's so many variables to this shit. And then
There's got to
fuck
be
just
50, 60 different things that could happen.
like it's like fuck that
Um,
1,000 that
yeah.
could happen. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I mean, just surrounding this first little pick situation, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Like, you
Just
know what I'm
that.
saying? It's like it's crazy because like who's to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Sam Howell is the perfect quarterback, but Sam Howell was not god awful last year. All them games
Yeah.
wasn't, and who's to say? They say, fuck it, we gonna go Marvin Harrison Jr. Now everybody draft board done been
Yeah.
completely fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and who said, hell, the Bears could say, you know what? Fuck it. We gonna trade We're gonna trade pick 9 or something. I just don't. I'm excited, Ragu. Like my blood pumping. I know.
It's exciting. I'm telling you, this is my favorite like week of
Yeah,
the
and like
season.
we said, bro.
Besides, actually them playing ball.
Jimmy G cut. We got money to spend, bro. Make the
Yeah,
call or get aggressive, bro. So I can say, nah, yes. Like I can call my own boys and say, yeah, the fuck, nigga.
it's gonna be interesting to see Telesco operate, right?
Yes.
Because we aren't familiar with him.
No.
AP and his thinking
Mm-hmm.
in free agency. Because we haven't seen any of this. This is all, it's a whole new thing. Again,
But like I said,
but it's
Telesco.
what we wanted, like you said. So now we're gonna see where these guys are at as far as picking uh UFAs and then after that drafting guys.
Yeah. So as far as I've seen, um, Telesco has done a fine job drafting at least first and second round picks.
Yes.
Now, the later rounds, I think Champ is going to have to really do his homework and really get his draft board together because the later rounds is where he doesn't necessarily hit on the board too well. I mean, first rounds, I mean, you got Bosa. First 2 rounds, Bosa, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Herbert, Derwin James.
Derwin
You know what
James.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like he was first and second round, he's hitting, but like after that, those
He also drafted Jerry Tillery too.
round 3 is still a top 100 player.
Absolutely.
So that's still an important pick. Even
Yeah.
round 4.
Even the fourth round. Yeah.
That's all I was gonna say. 4th and 5th round. We found Max in round 4. We found Renfro in round 5. Granted that he got put back with McFraud, but that's darker days that are behind us now. You know what I'm saying? Players can be found later in these drafts.
Well, we can't blame everything on Joshua.
No,
the guy just started to fumble games away.
This is true.
They were still using him. Pause. In 22, and then
I don't disagree.
Shat the bed.
No, I don't.
Just keeping it 100 on they follow from Burner.
When this mother, I'm not talking about dark days no more. I'm done with McDaniels.
Right. Keep it 1,000.
Moving forward.
Moving forward.
I don't disagree with no point that you made, but we're gonna move forward. So like this for the first time in a while. Besides that season when I thought we had a head coach who was confident and could win us some games. I'm really excited to be a Raider. I'm really excited.
So it's so many scenarios. I think we feel like if the number one deal for us would be to get Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I just feel like, bro, he is a dynamic player. I mean, each and every year he was in college, he got better. From high school to college to now, he has gotten better each and every year. You just heard what I said. He put up 150 fucking touchdowns in 2 years of varsity.
I still don't know. I still don't know how you do that. How do you do that?
Like, bro, be serious. Like, then in college, he goes to Arizona State with AP. And throwing the Brandon Ayuk does fine. He's like, it's like, everybody's like, we don't know about this kid. Second year, improves even better. You know what I'm saying? Then he's like, you know what? They don't really think I can do this shit, bro. I'm going to the SEC.
They hate them. Yeah.
I'm going to the big SEC. Meet me down in the bayou, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm finna really show y'all how this shit work.
Yeah,
Puts up
real
Heisman
shit.
numbers. Puts up Heisman numbers.
Won the Heisman.
Won that.
Won the Heisman. Wow.
Come on,
yeah. He did do that. He did that.
And Ragu, the thing is, he still has room to grow on his game.
Yeah.
Some of the touch throws here and there, you know what I'm saying? Sliding and getting down, you know what I mean? And he can bulk up a little. Bro,
I'll tell you what, why I had him as possibly QB1, man, after turning on the tape was he threw into a lot of tight windows, man.
Yeah.
Showed a lot of kind of like pro level accuracy where the
Ragu,
kid ain't as open, the receiver ain't as open as
Ragu,
the
I beg
college
you,
dudes
please
are.
go watch him at Arizona State, then go watch that LSU tape. You're gonna be like, holy shit, this kid literally he has to live in the lab. You're gonna be like, he has to live in the lab at how hard he is working because it
Yeah,
looks like night and day. Like
yeah.
it's crazy.
Man, he's throwing into some tight, some what's up. The thing I noticed about May, to turn on the tape, when that playing in that ACC, and no disrespect to nobody out there playing foot, but man, some of them dudes was wide open that he was hitting.
Yeah.
And as opposed to Jaden playing over there in the SEC, guys was, there was a guy on his guy. He had to put that ball just right.
I'm not denying that Jaden had more talented receivers. I'm not because you got Neighbors and Brian Thomas outside. Those is two dogs. So I'm not denying that. But
he would put the ball on him.
Yeah,
exactly. He was putting the ball on him. Whereas I just felt like some of the on some of the film I watched, the North Carolina receivers kind of were wide open.
Yeah, and I do think that May's arm talent may be a little bit better than Daniels, just overall arm talent. Because I mean, May is accurate. I've seen him make some of them tight window throws, definitely. And I would say as far as a thrower, and I'm not like I said, I'm not taking because you heard me sit up here and praise Jaden. I fucking love Jaden. Pause. Like, bro, I want you to be in silver and black. I just think that with the style of offense that they ran at UNC and with his arm talent, that May is just a little bit more pro ready. Just a little bit more pro ready than Daniels.
Interesting.
I think that Daniels has the higher ceiling and higher potential as an NFL quarterback than May.
So maybe New England wants May.
I do
if
think
May is gone, they want to go with a guy a little taller.
And that's the hope. So then it's gonna suck.
So we call the Cardinals, right? And we get right there. And then we count on New England to be New England.
I mean, you got to call the Cardinals after you confirm that they take JJ McCarthy.
Nah, bro. I say you get right there right now, and you let New England be New England.
Because my thing is, then they take J5. Now it's like, all right, at that point, you trade it up. You got to take a QB because everybody was expecting you to take a QB. So then I don't know. I'm not confirming whether McCarthy will be a good QB or not. I don't know. I just don't see what everybody else sees. The jumping into the top.
So you saying let them draft, let them make their pick,
and then immediately call Cardinals. If that thing comes out, JJ. Hey, bro, I need pick number 4. Hey, bro, I need pick number 4, bro. Come on, holla at your boy.
So you already didn't hit them with a in case this happens type of scenario. No. You didn't already talk to them.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes at that point.
Because I would really want to avoid trading with the Chargers because I don't want to trade picks to a rival team, and possibly help them fast forward their rebuild because we know a lot of cuts are coming for the Chargers this off season with the cap situation that they're in. So, Ragu, man, it's just at that point you got to wait to see what New England does because I really feel like the two quarterbacks that are for the Raiders in this draft, besides obviously Caleb Williams or Drake May, is Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix Jr. Well, like in Michael Penix Jr., he confirmed what he had confirmed this season for me at the combine, that he is the best leverage thrower in this draft by far. And for the fans who might not know what the best leverage thrower means is, let's say you have this guy on out on his right side and he's running a post route. If that defender is on his backside, he is going to miss far left before he misses far right and gives the defender a chance at that football. It is only going to be his receiver who has a chance at that football. On the out routes, he throws it far out in front of the receiver. Bro, use your hands. Catch the football, pull it into your body, because I'm not giving that defender a chance to get his hands on that football. And that is what impresses me most about Michael Penix. Because I can't wait to see what they draw up with Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and Devontae Adams. With those guys, of course, you're not gonna be able to unload
Sounds like
every
fun.
play, but eventually, Devontae hit that. He go, throw it, let it fly, let it
And
fly.
Trey,
And Trey can fly too. So
can't run with him.
you know what I'm saying? So
I don't know what he ran at the combine, but it was something stupid.
he ran a 4.3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So hey, I mean, I don't know what else they can do, man. Like at this point, like to let's go. AP, I gave y'all the blueprint.
Yep.
Go get some of these. We gave you the blueprint. Go get some of these guys in free agency.
So we gave y'all some scenarios.
You know what I'm saying? We gave y'all every possible scenario, dag here. That make something happen, man. Go build me a competitive football team.
So, man, I love it, man. We could still keep going with the scenarios. Trust me. Trust me, family.
We'd be here until the draft if we went through
Right.
all the different types
We could
of
keep
scenarios,
going,
no matter how likely or unlikely they are to happen. You know what I'm saying?
So we gave you guys all some homework, right? You can go and check out all these scenarios and have fun with that.
And you know, my Instagram name is right there, so you can see it. Plain as day at same old underscore ant. So go ahead,
That
send me a
same
DM
old ant,
and said, "Hey, what you said was dumb as fuck. No, I don't agree. Let me know what your take was. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy."
This will be on YouTube, so you can go comment and say, "Yeah, y'all some assholes. Y'all didn't know what y'all was talking about or whatever." But you know, if anything we said comes to fruition, though, you know, you can call in and say y'all called it
Exactly.
as well, though.
Exactly. So, and
It'll be up on YouTube. So, hey, my guy, you got any final thoughts about the whole any of what we went over all the whole entire show or anything else? Even hell, Dodgers,
AP,
Raiders, Lakers, we do the whole thing here.
AP, Telesco, Davis, Champ, everybody in the front office, please. We have been waiting years and years and years and years for this opportunity to arrive. And here it is. Go and be aggressive this offseason. Go get some of those free agents. Trade up in the draft if the opportunity presents itself to go get J5. If not, I gave you a plethora of other scenarios that you could do to build this into a winning football team. You can do it. I believe in y'all. We believe in y'all. Finally got all the Raider Nation really behind y'all for real.
For real, you do.
Please don't disappoint us. And Raider, I thank you so much for finally letting me be on your wonderful show. It has been long overdue. And I have been trying to talk to you about the draft and free agency and everything. And I like we said, bro, I'm excited. What, tampering starting 2 days?
Yeah. So Monday. So it's basically Friday. So 3 days. Legal tamper. You know, the phone gonna be jumping.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the court and see if I can catch Max Crosby, and I'm like, hey, bro, tell them niggas to do this, that, and the third, bro. And I promise you, we'll be set. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm out here in Vegas. Holla at your boy. So hey, if I catch any of the Raider players on the street, I'm giving you the whole fucking plan to pass on the AP and Telesco. So be aware. You're not, I'm a legally
As
follow
you should.
Exactly. If you're in the casino, I'm gonna follow you until you tell me to get the fuck on. Then I'll leave you the fuck alone. But hey, come on. I can't take another year of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid up there talking about how about them Chiefs. I can't take it again. I can't. I can't.
And see, yeah, that's a whole other
And then,
thing. And we'll be getting into all kind of different shit over the off season as it comes up.
If them motherfuckers three-peat, I don't know what I'll do.
We're not even gonna think like that, bro. We're gonna be responsible for them not
absolutely.
repeat.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I said that on the other podcast. I said, bro, right? And my homie's a Broncos fan, and he was talking shit about
Oh my God, we own them though.
Exactly. He talks shit about the Raiders all the time and shit. He'll probably see this because I'll probably send it to him and everything. And
we own y'all.
And I told him at the same time, we all in the same fucking boat right now, bro. We all losing to the fuckers in KC. And so at this point,
they just beat them for the first time in 19 times or something.
Exactly. And then my thing is, at this point, right now, obviously, absolutely, I want it to be the Raiders to take them down. Absolutely. But somebody, at this point, I don't give a fuck who it is. Somebody take the motherfucker just to stop the three-peat. Just to stop.
It's gonna be us.
But I pray and hope it's us. I got faith in this.
Absolutely, man. It's our time. It's our time to take back over the AFC West.
Yeah.
Fuck
that. Fuck just the AFC
right
West.
now.
It's time to take back over the AFC. It's time to take back over.
Well, we're gonna take over the West. That means taking it from the Chiefs, and then the entire West will crumble. The entire NFL. Shit. It's our time. It's gonna be our fucking time.
They don't want to see silver and black running the NFL again ever since Davis sued their ass.
Right. Hating on us and shit the whole time. We ain't even gonna get all into that. We're gonna let the people go, man. We're gonna let them go. Thanks for pulling up, man. We're gonna have to catch you again, brother. We're gonna have to do this, push through this off season, and probably next, I guess, we'll see what happens with the free agents that we got commitments from.
Yes,
and then after that, we'll do like a little draft. If we
like a week and a half, we'll see what happens with the free agents, and then after that, I can hop back on after free agency and really see what draft scenarios are really likely to happen.
Because then we can start putting the draft scenarios together because we know if we hit on any of our guys that we want.
For sure.
Thanks for pulling up, bro. And we ain't gonna hold y'all people. Just win, baby. And man, peace.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode. Please be sure to subscribe, download, and share B. We really appreciate you spending your time with us here at They Follow from Burners podcast with Raider Ragu.
Let's go.